Welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can animate an overlay or an image on live camera preview in Flutter Android application using Camera X and Media 3. So let's get started. So first let me show you guys the output. So let me mirror my device. So here you can see it is asking me for the camera permission first. I'll just give the camera permission, and here you can see the live camera preview, and this is the Android image which I am animating. So I can just move my camera just to prove it to you. Now if you want, I can just click on this take photo button. It will capture the image along with the animated overlay as well, and here you can see it is displaying the image. So yeah, that's what this is. Let's see how to achieve this. So first you just need to create a Flutter application. Now I am not using any third-party library because there is no third-party library which can achieve this for me. So first you need to go to lib, then go to main.dart, and here I have added few imports. Now this my camera view.dart is a separate file which I have created, and instead of FlutApp you will have to write your own project name, so be careful with that. As you can see, my project name is FlutApp over here. Rest everything is default boilerplate code. Then here I have refactored this homepage widget, so it is a stateful widget. Here I am just checking if platform is Android or not. Then here we have a method channel of camera permission, and here we override init state. If platform is Android, then we just call get camera permission. Then inside get camera permission we invoke a method. So even for camera permission I have written native code, but if you want you can use a third-party library to achieve this. And if result is true, then we just change this particular state value, and once the particular value is true, then we display our camera view, else we display a text saying give camera permission. Then inside my camera view.dart file, again these are all the imports. I have just created one stateful widget. I have created one method channel as well, and here we get the image URL. So if the image URL is not equal to empty, then we display the image using image.file and passing the image URL to a file. Else we display the Android view, which is the live camera preview which you saw along with the animated overlay. And here we get a callback of on platform view created. So once we receive a callback from native Android to Flutter side, we call this particular method called handle method, and here we look for this particular string, and once we get that we just append it to this variable and then update our state. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Next you need to go to the Android folder, go to app, go to build.gradle.kts, and here inside dependency you need to add few things. So first one is camera core, then camera 2, then camera lifecycle, camera view, then media 3 effect, media 3 transformer. Then this camera media 3 effect, which is still in alpha at the time of me recording this video, but if it does become stable by the time you guys are watching this video, make sure you update to the stable version. Then we can have constraint layout, and we have this app compat dependency as well. Then go to src, then go to main, go to android manifest.xml, and here you need to add this uses feature of Android hardware camera, camera permission, as well as write external storage permission. Then go to res drawable, and here inside drawable you can add your own image, whatever you feel like. So here I have added this Android logo, so whatever you want to animate overlay, you can add it over here inside drawable. Then go to kotlin, then inside com example flut app, first you need to create this particular kotlin file. Now coming back to this package, so this package should be the same whatever you see inside your main activities. The first line just copy and paste it over here. Now these are now this particular file I have copied it from the GitHub source code of this Android sample. So feel free to pause the video and just copy the code. Even I don't completely understand, so here you can see they are creating keyframes and animating it, but yeah, I'll simply scroll through this. Even I don't completely understand, sorry about this, so feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Okay, and the important thing which you need to remember for this particular file is, here you can see here you need to pass the image name. So in my case the image name was banner, that's why I have passed banner. In case if your image name is different, you have to pass it, name it differently. Then you need to go to main activity. These are all the imports, and most of the code is related to camera permission. So here you can see we are asking for that. Then once camera permission is granted, we just send back true, else we send back false. Here we just have a method to check whether camera permission was given or not. Here we override this method. Here we register our camera view factory. I'll come back to this in a bit. And here we are just asking for camera permission. Now here we are referencing another kotlin file called my camera view factory, so you have to create that particular file as well. Now this is boilerplate code which you have to write every time you want to embed a native Android a native Android view inside your Flutter application. So yeah, feel free to pause the video and just copy this code. Nothing much to rate over here, pretty simple stuff. Okay, then you need, so here you can see we are referencing another Kotlin file called my camera view. So you need to go to mycameraview.kt, create a Kotlin file, sorry for this. These are all the imports, so feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports. Then here we have this image capture, the process camera provider. Here we have constraint layout, then the preview view as well as our button. Then here we have method channel, here is our camera executor, here is our file name format. Here we set layout params for our constraint layout. Here we have this constraint set as well. Then we make sure our viewfinder occupies entire width and height of the screen, so that's what we do over here. Then here we apply some constraint for our button, some text color, background color as well, and we add a click listener for taking photo as well. Here we call setup camera, where we call start camera and initialize our camera executor. Then here we call take photo, where we just check whether image capture is not equal to null. Then we define a name for that particular captured image. Then we make use of content values to pass the display name mime type, and if Android version greater than P, we also set the relative path. Then here we initialize our image capture output options. Then we call the take picture method, and which has an on image saved method. And once we have the saved image, we send the URI of the saved image back to Flutter side. But to get the actual path, we make use of this particular method as well, so which I'm calling it over here. Then here we just shut down our camera executor as well as unbind our camera provider. Then here we have the get view method, where we return our constraint layout. Then inside dispose, we shut down our camera executor. Here we have start camera, where we initialize our aspect ratio strategy. Here is our resolution selector. Here is our camera provider future. Then we add a listener. Then we set the camera provider, we initialize our preview view, we initialize our image capture. Here we set hold of our default back camera. Then we do use case group dot builder, add the preview use case as well as image capture use case. Then we initialize our media 3 effect. Then here we do immutable list dot builder texture overlay, and here you can see we are referencing this Kotlin file which we have created. Then we just have to use this overlay effect. Then we add the media 3 effect or use case group builder, we unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle over here. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.